Hey guys, it's Luke here from SkyTail Digital. Uh, Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's see who's all on the call here. Ahmet, nice to see you. Mario, Ole, nice to see you. Brian, nice to see you here. Guys, just a quick warning, as you can probably already tell, I don't have much of a voice right now, so my voice is going to sound a little funny. My voice is going to sound a little silly as we go throughout this webinar today. So thank you for your patience with my voice sounding a little strange. I was um I was recently at my best friend slash business partner Mike's wedding in Cabo, Mexico, and came back and just got really sick. I um, don't know why. I didn't drink that much, didn't really shout, had a great time. So it's kind of strange. I've never lost my voice before. So anyway, I've actually been doing meetings with my team just over messaging, but I wanted to make sure that we can get on today. So you guys are the only people I'm talking to today. So I feel fine. I feel pretty good. Just the voice sounds pretty bad. So anyway, guys, we'll get started here in just a moment. Thank you everybody for joining. How's everybody doing? You guys want to go in the chat below and let me know how you're doing? Again, forgive me today. I'm not going to be 100%, or I'm not going to sound 100%, but I'm still going to provide you guys with some good value here. So today we're going to be talking about what to do if your ads are not performing. Okay. What to do if your ads are not performing. Now, just for some context, if your ads are not performing, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't stress too much. Advertising is not a game of, it's not binary. It's not black and white. It's not like it works or it doesn't work. Advertising is a game of gold digging, right? Of trying to find what works in your local market. And once you find what works, you can ride that wave for a long time. You can ride that wave for many years. So just know that if your ads, if the things that you try right away are not working, don't count them as a failure. Don't count them as a failure right away because it's just not how it works. If you look at, make a silly analogy, but if you look at, let's use baseball as an analogy, right? If if a baseball player has a batting average of about 300, meaning they get a hit about 1 out of 3 times, that's a pretty good batting average in baseball terms, right? But that could still mean that the batter failed the first time and the second time, but then got a hit on the third time. Maybe the hit was a home run. And so advertising is a really similar way. Now, with what I'm trying to do with you is increase your likelihood of winning, right? You're not going to have 100% likelihood of winning because that would be a crazy world. But my goal is to increase your likelihood of winning and likelihood of success and skip a lot of the trial and error. Okay. There's still going to be, well, there might be some trial and error still. That's normal. That's okay. Right. Usually, the way we think about it is if you can find the thing that works for you in your local market and you can ride that wave for a long time, that's going to pay you many, many, many returns. It's going to pay for all the wasted money that you did trying to figure it out along the way. So at the beginning, if you break even at the beginning, you're a huge success. If you even lose a little bit of money, but you can see that there's some upward traction, that's still really good. Now, of course, every business is different. There's a couple nuances here, right? If your business is not in a place where you have a little bit of money to play with, you don't have, a few $1,000s to play around with, and if you're going to get stressed out by going 3 months worth of advertising and not getting results, if that's going to make or break your business, if that's going to put harm on you or put stress on you, don't advertise at all. You should not be advertising at all if it's going to cause you stress. advertising should be a fun game, should be a game of growing, right? If your business is not doing well, advertising is not your ticket, and advertising is not your solution quite yet. There's probably things internally that you got to figure out first. Maybe it's your location, maybe it's the products, maybe it's the service, maybe it's the pricing. Could be a million things, right? So just know that that's how we want to think about advertising. This is something that we try to educate our clients on, is like when they sign up for our done for you service, we're not in the business of trying to save anybody from going out of business. We're not in the business of turning businesses around. There's a lot of factors that go into that, and advertising is just one piece, a powerful piece, but just one piece. So for those of you who just joined the call, Carlos, what's going on? Hey, Frank, nice to see you here. Preston, nice to see you here. Guys, for you who just joined the call and who maybe are new to the webinars here, this is not how my voice usually sounds. I was at a wedding this past weekend and somehow lost my voice. I don't know how. Didn't drink that much, didn't shout that much. I feel okay, but my voice is going to sound a little funky here. So that's not going to impact the level of value that I'm going to be able to provide to you today. So anyway, guys, just wanted to give you some context around how to think about advertising and how to think about if it's a failure or if it's a winner. Okay. If it fails right away, it's not always a failure overall, right? When it comes to, I mean, I can make so many silly analogies here, but I'm just going to keep it as that. Okay. So what I want to jump into now is I want to jump into what to do when your ads are not performing. Okay, what to do when your ads are not performing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. For those of you who are, excuse me, those of you who are a little new, the webinars here, I think Preston might be new. Happy you joined here. Guys, for all of you who are new, you have the link to all the prior recordings right here. You received this as you signed up with the same email address that you signed up with. But if you don't have it or you can't find it, I'm going to put this in the chat box below. Okay, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. And again, all the prior recordings are on here. Okay, so a lot of stuff to go through here. But today, what we're going to talk about is what to do if your ads are not getting results. Okay, and I put together a little mind map here. All right, so just going to walk you through this, then I'll go into some more details. Okay, so basically, it's a bunch of if-then statements. Okay, if your ads are not performing, check this. If yes, do this. If no, do this. If yes, do this. If no, do this. If yes, do this. If no, do this. Right, a bunch of if-then statements, and it's going to most likely get you to the problem itself. Okay. Because for ads to work, there has to be a lot of things in place that are done correctly. Okay. Let's see who else just joined. Javier, welcome in. Mario, welcome in. Michael, hey, welcome in. Guys, for you, those of you who are just joining, my voice doesn't usually sound like this. To avoid saying that, I'll put it in the chat here for anybody who joins in the future. Okay. So going into this, guys, this is going to show you what to do if your ads are not performing. Because again, remember, if your ads are not performing right away, that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it too much. There's always things you can do, right? Your business, anything in life that you've done probably didn't click right away. There's some things you got to tweak along the way. Okay. So if your ads are underperforming, meaning your cost per result is around $1.50 or $2 or more, meaning what is it costing you in ads manager to get one person to opt in to your promotional offers, right? What's it costing you? If it's above 150 or above $2 in that range, there might be something you can do to improve that. Okay. And if your redemptions are under 30 redemptions per month, this of course depends on how much you're spending, but as a rule of thumb, if your ads are not performing, here's some stuff you can look at. Okay. So the very first thing, very first thing you want to look at is the offers. Okay, the offers. It's the very first thing we want to look at. Are the offers good or are the offers bad? Now, I'm going to give you some best practices. I'm going to give you some general rules. There's always exceptions to the rule, but this is what we do for our clients. This is what we practice. So take it as you wish. But the offers that work really well on promotional call to actions are something free or complimentary and something very tangible. Okay. Something tangible. So, for example, this could be free wings, 6 free wings with a purchase of $20 or more. Complimentary appetizer, right? Complimentary appetizer with a purchase of 2 meals. Some sort of free or complimentary offer. And you want to use those words in your ad graphic, okay? You want to use the word free wings. You want to use the word free appetizer, right? Big and bold in your graphics. We do graphic training on a different call. Okay. So it's important that your offers are clean and very straightforward. So when you're running your offers, you want to think about your most popular items. Okay, your most popular items, the more general the offer, usually the better. Okay. But make sure you don't just run one offer, run 3 to 5 offers, because some offers might not work. But if you launch 5 and 2 work, that's great. You can put all your money behind those 2. So things like this work really well. Free wings, free pizza, free burger, free appetizer, okay? Stuff like that. What does not work as well is some stuff that's more specific. Again, exceptions to the rule. But you could say like, for example, if you had like, just trying to give you an example here. Maybe you have like a random pasta. You have a summer pea and prosciutto pasta. You wouldn't really want to run that as an ad. It's too wordy. It's not very photogenic. It's not general enough. Okay, the more general, the better. Okay, so just use that. Hey, Mohammed, I'll take care of that after the call. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so make sure your offers are good. We do a whole training on that. The offers that are bad would be things like maybe you ran an offer for like $5 off or 50% off. Definitely stay away from dollars off and percentage off. Okay. Something tangible, something free, something complimentary always works better. Okay. So that's that. That's the offer. So if the offers are bad, make new offers. If the offers are good, but still not performing, let's take a look at this. How are the graphics? Okay, that's going to be your next thing you want to look at. How are the graphics? Okay. Let me see if I can show you a few examples here on my screen of some graphics that I might think are good and some that are bad. Just let me go ahead and pull this up for a second, guys. Just give me a second when I pull it up. Give me 1 second while I find this, guys. Okay, still pulling this up here. Let me find it for you. Okay, I just put an image on the screen here. So this would be a good example of a good graphic, right? Bright, nice and centered, zoomed in, and a nice headline too. Okay, we did a lot of training on this already. So Javier said too much partying, Cabo. Maybe. Okay, so that would be an example of a good graphic. Okay, it's a very good graphic. Let me show you an example of not a good graphic. Okay, not a good graphic. Let me show you this. Trying to use the same image here so I can compare it. Okay, this one not as good, right? First of all, the offer's 50% off. That's not a good offer. Doesn't perform well with ads. And the graphic is doesn't pop as well. Okay, look how this grabs attention. Pretty crazy. Right, this one kind of smaller text in the corner. As you can see, this is going to perform a lot better with ads. Okay, so take a look at your graphics. Okay. Okay, the next thing, if the graphics are bad, make new graphics. If the graphics are good, you want to ensure that each offer has its own ad set. Okay. This ensures that all offers and and graphics are forced to be shown as ads. Gives you higher likelihood of success because all of your eggs are not in one basket. Okay. If offers are not in their own ad set, some winning offers may not be shown. Let's do this actually. So right here, if offers are not in their own ad set, some winning offers may not be shown. The way that we go through this actually in this training right here, guys. On the doc I just sent you, this updated one right here. We go through how to separate your offers into each ad set. So when you're running ads in the ads manager, let me go ahead and pull one up as an example. Again, we went over this in that training already, but let me show you this. So here's an ad campaign. And you can see in the ad set here, each individual ad set has its own offer. So this ad set here is only taco images. This one here is only dollar marg images. Okay, so you want to separate out your ads you want to separate your offers into different ad sets so that each ad set can run and you can see the results of it because some offers are going to perform better than others and you can turn off the losers. Okay, you can turn off the losers, put the money behind the winners. Okay, if you don't do that, all of your offers are going to be bulked into one ad set. And the way that the Facebook ad delivery platform works is the ad platform is going to deliver and show about one or two images the most. Sometimes the AI ad platform is correct. It's showing the best images. But even then, you probably still have some winning images and some winning offers that are not being shown. So you want to, again, separate out your offers into individual ad sets. In each ad set, have maybe 3 to 5 images. This one has 4. Okay, again, we go over a lot of this training in other webinars, but this is an example of making sure that your ads are separated into its own ad set. Okay, if it's not, then restructure your campaigns so it is. Okay. Javier, I'll get to your questions in a little bit. Appreciate you asking. Okay, so if your ads are in its own ad set, okay, we want to make sure that the ads are actually delivering. Okay, by delivering, I mean, are people actually seeing the ads? Sometimes with Facebook, sometimes with every ad platform, there's bugs. And sometimes you maybe have a payment method that failed. And so for some reason, your ad campaign is not even delivering. It's not even running. So you want to check here, click on view charts. And you can sort it by let's say the last 30 days, whatever. And you can check out the graph here. So if you see the graph, you see a green graph here, that means it's running and it's getting impressions, it's getting some results. So that's good. Okay, if you see that it's choppy, maybe it ran for a few days and it turned off, and then it ran again. This is how you can see that. If it's totally blank, obviously you know your ads are not even running. Okay, that's rare, but it happens. Just want to what we're doing is we're doing a little bit of investigation. We're trying to figure out each reason why the campaign would not be performing. Okay. So if the ads are not performing, or I'm sorry, delivering, if the ads are not delivering, maybe there's an issue, payment issue with Meta, right? Maybe you need to make a payment on your ad account. If there's no issues, actually, I'll show you how to check on your ad account here. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can go to your ad accounts. Okay, your ad accounts down here. And then you can look at your ad account and it might say something like disabled or something like that, right? For example, this one. So the payment method failed. And then you can go in like this. How do you do that? You can go in like this, open up right here, view payment methods, and you can rerun your charge. Okay, so you want to take a look at that. The next thing you want to look at is if your ads are delivering, okay, you want to make sure that the leads that you're capturing are actually receiving the offers in ManyChat. Maybe you set up the ManyChat flow wrong. Maybe there's a bug. Maybe something happened, your page got disconnected. Who knows? All right, so you want to go in and double check that. So to do that, we want to make sure that the leads are getting all the offers. And I'll show you this as an example. Okay. So let's say, for example, let's go back to that ad account we had pulled up, huh? I'm going to pull up the account here. You guys, for all of you who own businesses, obviously you're here because you own a restaurant. Just kind of a funny realization I had today. The difference between business owners and employees are that business owners work when they're sick and employees call out, right? Isn't that funny? Or maybe that's the difference between an A player and a B player. A players work through it. They figure out, oh, maybe I'll run my meetings and messaging instead of with my voice. If you have a sore throat, cool, you can still run meetings. Do it with messaging, right? Anyway, just kind of a funny realization I had today. Okay, so going back to Katrina's Mexican Fusion in the past, let's say this month or so here. Actually, we can go all time. Let's go all time. They've got, excuse me, 578 people that joined. This is probably a new client. So 578. And what we're doing here again is we're just making sure that the leads are actually receiving the offers in Messenger. So check your ManyChat account. Go ahead and check your offer flow here. So again, I had what, 578. I'm just going to look to see if all those people had received the offers. So what I want to look at is I zoom in here and I'm looking at 352 people had received the offer. Okay. That's a lot lower than 578. So what I'm thinking is happening is we might have a multilingual. Yeah, we might have that happening, offer full Spanish. 313. Yeah, okay, perfect. So you can see that there's about 600 people or so that are receiving the offers, which is pretty close to your result here. This number might be a little different. People share links with their friends. You might have some people coming in from your funnel to your funnel, not from ads alone. So just wanted to double check that people are actually receiving offers. In this case, they are. Okay. So the next thing you want to check is let's check your online reputation. Okay. If your online reputation is really good, let's say you have 4+ stars and you have a really nice Google cover photo, okay, then we can go to the next step. But if your restaurant reputation is bad, it's under 4 stars, and you don't have a nice Google cover photo, then that's the thing that you might want to change. Because if people are looking at your restaurant, but they don't get excited when they click on directions to you, they might not visit. Okay. So if you don't have this, make sure that you get more reviews. You guys can use the staff contest strategy to get more reviews with QR codes. We have a whole training on this. But to get more reviews, you can usually get a couple hundred reviews in a month super easily. And we recommend to update the Google cover photo. Okay. So do that, see if that helps your conversion rate. If this is good, the next thing you want to do is send out a couple reminders. So you might want to send out a couple reminders to your leads. Sometimes leads don't visit right away, and that's normal, guys. Quick story. We actually had a client today. They are I believe they're in Indiana, somewhere in the Midwest. And I remember I had talked to this lead about 2 years ago, doing sales calls. And they sounded like a great prospect, but just didn't pull the trigger, weren't ready, whatever reason, right? They stayed in our follow-up sequence. We send them tips, guides, stuff like that, a couple times a month. And just today, they talked with one of my sales team members, and they signed up and became a client. So it's crazy, right? The leads don't always buy right away. That's normal. That's a part of the game. The game is nurturing leads and staying in touch with people until it's the right time for them to buy. So if you have 500 leads or 1,000 leads and nobody's visiting, or like 2 or 3 people are visiting, maybe they just need some reminders. We could even ask them, hey, so you got the offer, why don't you visit? Right? Just ask for feedback. So send 2 to 3 reminders. If that still doesn't work, okay, that still doesn't work, now you might want to try a new delivery platform. So in some cases, might be in Latin America, maybe it's in the UK or the Middle East. Sometimes Facebook Messenger is not the best platform for the local market. Sometimes it's Instagram. So if that's the case, you did everything here and you're still not getting results, I want to try switching to doing Instagram DM ads. Okay, same strategy, same everything, just a different delivery, different platform to deliver offers in. Okay, so that's what I would try next, and then go through that whole thing again and see if that works. Okay, if you do this, most likely you'll find something that works. Most likely. All right. So guys, I know this is kind of a lot, but I'm going to share this with you. Okay, I'm going to share this with you. Share this with you guys so you can see all this in view. I'm going to put this in our doc for you guys. Okay. What to do or not. We'll get the link to the recording there, and we'll also get this here. Okay. I'll also share that with you guys in the chat right now. And Mohammed, can you please send me your email address? I think Mohammed's still here. It's okay. Okay, guys. I've got some time for questions here. I've got about 10 minutes for questions. And you guys can go ahead and put your questions in the chat box. Or if you want to raise your hand, I can unmute you. Okay. Javier is asking, how many offers do we recommend running at the same time? Well, Javier, there's not a right or wrong answer for this, but it depends on your menu. It depends on your menu. So as a default, we have our clients, we do about 3 to 5 offers for them at once. 3 to 5. That way, all 5 might work, maybe 2 or 3 work. But you want to test some stuff out for sure. right? Sometimes, like most of the time, the more general items work really well. Pizza, burgers, tacos, burritos, right? Stuff like that. But you might have specific items that you might want to try as well. Bloody Mary, right? That's a exciting thing. Fried pickles, right? Stuff like that. So definitely recommend testing a handful of them and make sure to run them in its own ad set. All right. Ahmet, Carlos D, Mario, Javier. Guys, do you have any questions for me? Not a ton of questions today, which I guess means I've been pretty thorough. Guys, just as a side note as well, let's see here. Just as a side note as well, if you guys are getting some good value from these webinars and you like the stuff that we're going over and you're learning some stuff and it's working for you to implement at your restaurant, I don't usually love asking for favors, but I'd love if you guys left me a review. More reviews help our business just like it helps yours. Um, and I'd really appreciate if you guys did that. No pressure at all. But you could say something like, Luke is so dedicated to his clients that he even runs the webinars when he is sick and only has a fourth of a voice. Something like that. Partially kidding. But you can go ahead and do that if you want. Um, doing that is easy. I put a link down in the chat box, guys. Reviews are always awesome. Right? Always appreciate more reviews. And it just take you like 5 seconds to do it. So if you want to do that, then that'd be pretty cool. Javier is asking, how can I check what image is working the best in Facebook? Javier, you want to check on the cost per result on the image. So if you look in here, this is the ad set, right? So the taco ads or margarita ads. If you look here, margarita ads are getting leads for 69 cents. Taco ads are getting leads for $1.37. So uh, the margarita ads are performing twice as well. But it's not always, leads don't always equate to sales. So maybe more people are coming in for the tacos, right? So you want to always measure the sale first. But this is an indicator. So if you look into the marg ad set here, you can see that this ad right here I mean, it's a bad example. Hold on. Taco one. So this is a good example here. So the taco ads, this one is getting the most amount of reach. The 138. Not bad, right? This one, as you can see here, it's getting one result for 42 cents. So this one actually is performing better, but has way less reach. So it might be a little early to make that decision. So uh, to test that, you can actually duplicate the ad set and only run that graphic, see if that does well. This is how you can see your performance on the images there. Javier, does that answer your question? Let me know if that answers your question or not. Javier, if you want to share your screen, if you have it up in front of you, if you want to share your screen, I can help you with that. Javier is asking, saying that he can't see the images individually like that. So we'll go ahead and stop sharing. Javier, you should be able to share your screen now. Give that a try. Perfect. I can see it just fine. See, I'm at Javier. I can't hear you at all, but I'll ask to unmute. See if you can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay, so I have a couple of images here, but I don't know how to see. I think I have a like a black one, a red one, and a yellow one. But I
Yep.
don't know
Yep.
which one is performing better?
Can you go to your ad set in the middle?
Here, okay.
Yep, one in the middle. And then if you can click on this, click on edit. And let's scroll down a bit here. Scroll up a little bit. I think you have the dynamic setting on. Scroll up a little bit more even.
Down or
Go up.
okay.
Up even more. Yeah, okay. The pause right here. So this right here is where there's a dynamic setting. So you see how that dynamic, so contenido dinámico, that's
Yes.
active. So this is just like a campaign type with Facebook. Um, it's not good or bad. I use that in some of my ads. Um, but that's why you're not able to see your images one by one. I'll show you how you can though. Um, the way that we recommend running these ads for at least for messenger stuff, if it's for like website traffic, is this a website traffic ad or is this an offer ad?
It's a website.
Perfect. Okay. And is it like just an awareness ad or what does the ad say?
Yeah, it's just awareness.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So this is actually exactly how I set it up. Um, so I'll show you how you can see the individual performance of each image if you're doing a dynamic ad. So on the top left, go ahead and X out of this view. And then let's go ahead and click into the ad there. Yep.
Right here.
Yep. And then, so there's going to be a setting where this will actually show this to you. I'm going to have to see if I can look for it for a second. On the top right, where it says exportar informes to the left, yep. And if you see the three lines there to the left of that one, yep. One to the right. Yep, right there. Okay. Now in here, you want to select what is it called? I need to look at my ad account so I can tell you what to press. 1 second here. One moment. Should be something like
Dynamic content.
yeah, exactly. Dynamic content. And
Mhm.
let's see if that do it by image or creative or something. Maybe that gives you that option. There you go.
Okay,
Yep.
here it is. Okay, thank you.
Yes. So you can see though that this campaign is showing that black image basically all the time. It's not even really showing the yellow and the red.
Mhm.
So that can be okay if it's performing well. But what you can do to force um, the algorithm to show the red and the yellow as well is to duplicate the ad set and then just remove that black image and then only the yellow and the red will run.
Okay, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Yep. I'm happy we found that together.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Your voice is a lot better than mine is.
Too much party.
A little bit of partying, yeah. I've partied harder and have not lost my voice before, so I don't know. Thanks,
Okay,
Javier.
thank you.
You're welcome. Carlos D, Preston, you guys have any more questions? Let me know. Guys, the recording for our call today will be in the doc. And I think that's all for today. So definitely appreciate all of you for being here. If your ads are not performing, check out these steps. See if you can, pump some CPR back into them. It's okay, it's normal. Give it a shot, see what happens. Okay. See you guys.